Hey there everyone, TimmyM70 here, and if you're watching this video on the day it's been released, there's some news that just came down from Wargaming. In World of Warships, they have just started an in-game event called Clash of the Elements. It's a server-wide team-based event. I'm not too sure if it's just on the North American server or if it's on any of the others, but you might want to check it out. Registration has just opened up on today, that is April 13th. The first round, if I'm not mistaken, will go until May 5th. I don't have time to go over all the details, but there is a link in the description below, so go ahead and check it out. There are prizes up for grabs, including consumables, camouflages, and this ship right here, the Tier 5 Japanese premium destroyer, the Kamikaze R. So, like I said, go ahead, sign up, sink some ships, maybe win yourself a free destroyer. Now, what's the deal about the Kamikaze R? It is essentially the quintessential mid-tier Japanese destroyer. She's fast, she's stealthy, she packs a wallop with her torpedoes, and I am playing her in a Tier 7 match on the map Haven. Now, after I made the last video with Destroyer Kamikaze's exploits in the Ognavoy, I told myself, you're going to be kind of hard-pressed to top that. Well, challenge accepted. So I start the game on the eastern side of the map, so I decide to head over to C Point to scout it out and possibly capture it. And on my way there, I see our first potential victim, the Tier 6 Japanese battleship Fuso, at about 12 kilometers away. That's actually not that big of a surprise because the Fuso has such a lousy concealment rating that just about anybody can see it on a map this size. But I approach cautiously because at this stage of the game is not the ships that you can see that are the real threat, it's the ones that you can't. Like escort ships, like the cruisers and destroyers. Speaking of which, I do see an Emerald and the Gneiss now about 10 kilometers away, but they seem to be moving in the opposite direction, so we don't really have to worry about them. So we'll concentrate our efforts on the Fuso right after we finish capturing C. So we'll just hang tight. We're not detected even though the Fuso is 5 kilometers away. Because of that island in the way. The C should be captured any second now. Okay, we're good. Now all we have to do is wait for the torpedo indicator to clear the island. There we go, so I launch all 3 sets of torpedoes. Keep that island between us. Someone's pinging that Fuso, so yeah, tell us something we don't know. And yeah, there's no chance for that Fuso. It's cleared the island, it sees the torpedoes far too late. Any second now, wait for it. We hit with all 6 torpedoes and take it out. Woo! Nice. And I admit, I do get a little cheeky in the chat there. Hey, look out for that Fuso! What Fuso? And there's the enemy Gneiss now. And whoop, we just got detected. So, more fish in the water. I wonder if he saw me. Yep, he saw me. Those were his main guns. So now I'm going to duck behind this conveniently placed island for cover. But those torpedoes I launched are probably going to miss, right? I mean, he knows I'm there. And he has plenty of time to get out of the way. Apparently he didn't get the memo either. 5 torpedo hits, and another ship down. So now we head to D, now that this flank is pretty much secured. And right about now, I detect the enemy Independence, the carrier. Now I've got a dilemma. Do I capture D, or do I go for the carrier? Take the capture point, go for the independence. Decisions. Capture, carrier. Okay, that's it. Carrier. Time to fire up the engine boost and see if I can get that independence within torpedo range. Gonna open fire in the meantime. Trying to just try and set him on fire. Trying to make it a little tougher for him to launch his aircraft. And the plan is once he does start burning and if fire does stick, then I'll switch over to armor piercing to try and finish him off if my torpedoes don't do the trick. Kind of have to use engine boost here, and Independence is a pretty fast and maneuverable carrier. And he's less than 4 kilometers away, switching over to torpedoes now. Launched 2 spreads here. Hold the third one in reserve. I'll go back to shelling the carrier again as a flight of fighters takes off, so they're not going to be much of a threat to me. 4 more hits. Getting a little help from my friendly here. Here come the torpedoes. And 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish. Didn't even wait for the blue fish. Independence is down for kill number 3. Alright, time to turn around and head back to D to try and capture it now. But not before the carrier makes one last drop. But fortunately the RNG is good to me and nothing hits. And now I've got a little bit of support here. Friendly New Mexico has joined me. So if I run into anything heavier than a destroyer, I should be able to have some help in taking it out. Right now the scores, well, we each have 2 bases. We were up by about 240 points. So we have a, I wouldn't say it's a commanding lead, but it's a pretty strong lead. And enemy Emerald has shown up in the capture circle, so let's fire a few torpedoes at it. Just more speculative area denial than anything else. I don't really have a great chance of hitting it. I mean, cruisers for the most part are pretty nimble, so if they know a torpedo's coming, then there's a pretty good chance they'll get out. Start shelling it as well and set it on fire and get the high caliber award too. Slow down, use the island as cover, wait for the... Oh, our friendly Kirov took a big hit from something or other. And I'm being detected. Looks like the Emerald Hydroacoustic is up. So it comes around the island to try and engage me, but I don't think it knows that my torpedo reloads pretty fast on this. So I'll empty all my torpedoes at it, open fire as well. There's no chance for that Emerald. Kill number 4. And now can we start capturing the... No. Now, well, Warspite has decided to show up. Okay, well. Oh, a destroyer's work is never done. 10 kilometers away now. It's pretty badly beat up, though. It should, between me and the New Mexico, it shouldn't be that tough to take it down. I'm more worried about that Indianapolis behind the Warspite, to be honest. Because that looks like he's at pretty close to full health. Warspite takes another hit. It's down to its last legs. I'll fire some torpedoes at it. I don't think Warspite's incredibly maneuverable, but he does know I'm there, so there's a good chance he's going to, yeah, he's already in the middle of a turn. The Warspite secondary is now open up on me, and now I'm all alone as the Indianapolis takes out the friendly New Mexico. And I managed to set the Warspite on fire, so it's doomed. Yeah, clean up in grid G8. Here we go. Kraken Unleashed, kill number 5. Now it's me and the Indianapolis, and the Indianapolis does know I'm there. There's no way I can take an Indianapolis on. So, oh, especially not if he's as good a shot as that. So time for me to pop the smoke. I'm going too fast for me to hide inside the smoke screen, so I'm going to have to do a sharp turn to port, put the smoke clouds between me and him. And he hits me one more time, so one more volley should do it if it manages to connect. I put the fire out, and unfortunately for me, the Indianapolis has radar. So even through the smoke, if his radar is up, he's going to be able to spot me, and that is it. Still not going to complain about the results of this game, although we are now down 3 bases to 1, and they're quickly catching up in points. And long story short, they do manage to make the comeback, and we end up losing the game. But you know, I am certainly not going to complain about the results there. So yeah, we end up doing almost 150,000 points of damage on a whopping 15 torpedo hits. Wow. And 12 of those caused floods, although it was kind of a moot point because I don't think any ship that I hit with torpedoes stuck around long enough to actually be significantly damaged by the floods. Also got Kraken Unleashed, of course, for 5 kills, and High Caliber for doing 20% of the enemy team's total hit points in damage, 2 devastating strikes, and ended up being top of the team in experience. No big surprise after that effort. But yeah, getting a Kraken and still losing the battle, it oits. But it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for me this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have fun at whatever it is you're doing out there. And hopefully I'll see you on the battlefield.